What's going on? Josh here with Shua Photography. Are you looking to up your lighting game in your YouTube videos, but you're working on a budget? In this video, I'm going to show you how I built my key light and my background lights. So stay tuned. I have an idea for a DIY LED video light softbox that will be a budget-friendly option. I think in total it's like $45. That includes the softbox and the lights. So as a photographer, I have tons of lights. I have a Godox 8600, I have an 8300 Pro, I have a couple of 8200s. However, but for this, I wanted to do something that was specifically for in here. I didn't want to have to keep, putting up and taking down my lighting equipment for this little studio, right? So I had an idea, and I've seen a bunch of DIY projects for LED video lights and all of that good stuff here on YouTube. But what I wanted to do was have an actual softbox with LED lights. So what I decided, because I had this extra Godox Octabox that I ended up not liking for my photography because it was too light. Came in a pack of two. I think it was like $30 for a pack of two. So for this Octabox was only about $15 for this one. I'll get you the exact cost on this, but I mean, it works. It's a, it's a large Octabox. So what I decided was to take some LED lighting and I'm going to put them into this, and this is going to be my studio light. The only concern is that these are not going to be bright enough to give me the look that I want. But we're going to try it out anyways, see if it works out. Basically what I have here is a 10 meter, 32.8 foot string of LED lights. So my plan is to put these inside the Octabox and kind of weave them back behind the umbrella. So this is an umbrella style Octabox. Kind of show you guys. Okay. So here it is, right? So as you can see, it's large. The way that this thing is designed, normally your Octabox, you've got an opening out the back for your light to come in this way. But what I'm gonna do is put the lights all the way around on the inside facing each other, and I'm hoping that there will be enough light once I get all 32, almost 33 feet in here. So I'm gonna start putting this together and we'll see how it looks. Okay, so I've got all 10 meters of these LEDs in here. It's really not a lot. I mean, it's 4.5, 5 laps around. So let's see what it looks like. This kit came with a controller for dimming and brightness. Ooh. That actually does get pretty bright. I'm impressed. That is a lot brighter than I thought it was going to get. So now that we've got that on there, I'm gonna put the diffusion material on it and set it up, and then we'll play with it with me in my seat. Let's see what this light looks like with me in here. Okay, so right now it's currently off. Wow, that's only about half, and that's full. Wow, this is actually pretty darn bright. So I'm gonna cut this real quick So this is at full brightness at the settings that I had. I don't remember what those were, but I know it was like 1/60th of a second, I believe ISO 520 and at f1.8. So I'm gonna bring that down and see where we're at. Okay, so this is with the light at full power. It's just over an arm's length away, just out of frame. And I was able to bring my exposure down. So I was correct. I was at 1/60th of a second, f1.8, and ISO was at 560. This is now at ISO 200. So it's the same settings, 1/60th of a second, f1.8, but at ISO 200. And I really like the way that this looks. I did not think that it was gonna look this good. I did not know that it was gonna be this bright, but this looks good. What do you guys think? Do you guys like the way that this light is? Here, I'll give you a little bit of catch light. Can you see it? Man, that looks good. I mean, it's super soft. It looks great, and it's bright enough. I mean, obviously it's not super bright in my garage right now, but oh man, that looks good. What do you guys think? Let me know down below if you guys like this. So I'll show you guys kind of what that looks like. See how these were put on and how I have it right now. I just have it temporarily. I've got an old light stand that I had just sitting around. I have extra clamps and stuff. I'll end up putting a clamp in here and make it a lot more sturdy. Right now it's literally just sitting on here and I can spin it around and stuff like that. But you know, this light looks really, really good for being as inexpensive as it is. I definitely want to add some sort of backlight, kind of give it a little more depth. This light here, I think I'm going to put 2 of these back here. It's way too bright, so I think what I might do is get some spray paint in different colors and kind of see how that goes. It'll cut down some of the light, also add a little bit of different color, because I believe this is the same color temperature as the light I just made is going to be. So I want to add some contrast, some probably contrasting colors. So we'll see what it looks like. Now, these are the lights that I got. They were eBay lights. They're just an LED strip that just goes along the center of this. You plug it in and bada bing, bada boom, you got a light. But obviously, as we saw in the other one, it was way too bright and it matched too close to this, and I wanted some contrast. So what I did was I was able to remove this end, slide this diffusion panel off, and as you can see right here, I spray painted them. So what I did was I did the traditional orange and teal. So I haven't tested these out yet, but I wanted to show you kind of what the light looked like before by itself. And then I'm gonna put these on the other 2 that I took them off of, put them back on, put them back together, and then hang them up and turn them on and see what they look like. Okay, so here I have my orange and teal lights back in the back, testing it out, see what it looks like. It definitely brought the brightness down and added some color. What do you guys think? Do you guys like having these back there? But this is just a start. So this is essentially what my YouTube backdrop and studio is going to look like. I'll go ahead and take a picture from behind the camera so you can kind of see my full setup with it here in the garage. What do you guys think? I mean, is this something you guys are looking to do? It was pretty easy. I mean, this has been, you know, just off and on the last 2 days, and I'm pretty much done. So if you enjoyed this video and you like the way this lighting looks, go ahead and give me a like, comment down below, and subscribe to my channel for more content coming soon. I appreciate you guys being here. If you like this and you want to see how I built the whole studio here in my garage, click up here to look at the whole video from start to finish. In there, I go through building the wall, staining it, building these lights again, as well as some audio tests. Thanks again for watching. Josh with Shua Photography.